Welcome, everybody, to our next episode of Running Strong Mind Body Connection podcast. This podcast is for athletes, coaches, everyday warriors come to grow, heal, and lead from the inside out. So, I'm your host, Karen Bonnett-Natraj, certified mental fitness coach and founder of the Mental Fitness Edge. The show was born from my deep belief that transformation happens when we stop fighting ourselves and start aligning our mind and body in flow. As athletes, we carry powerful stories of resilience, struggle, breakthrough, and every week you'll hear these stories come to life and many more. From mental fitness to movement, nutrition to nervous system healing, you'll meet coaches, experts, and real humans who are doing the inner work to run strong in every area of life. If you're chasing a finish line, bouncing back from burnout, or craving more peace, purpose, and love on your journey, you're in the right place. So be sure, subscribe, leave a review, and share this with someone who needs it. So you can join me on the YouTube channel at Running Strong Mind Body Connection for the full experience. Let's keep building this community of strength, connection, of true mind body transformation. So today, my friends, my wonderful friend, I'm introducing my wonderful friend, Dr. Wendy Lyon. And our theme for our show today is the journey to love. Okay, it's not a marathon, or it is a marathon or 100 miles and not a sprint. Dr. Wendy, thank you so much for joining my podcast again.
Karen, it is such a delight to be here. I love what you're doing in the world. This is such important work. So thank you for having me.
Oh, it's super my pleasure. And you look back on our episodes and you'll see that Dr. Wendy was on a prior episode early in my journey of podcasting, but she was not on YouTube because I started YouTube late. So, Dr. Wendy, I'm so thrilled to have you here. So, how did your journey from sprinting to coaching love begin?
So I was never a marathon runner like you, but I was a sprinter long ago. I used to run really fast. I sprinted on the track, and unfortunately, I sprinted into relationships. Yeah,
Nice.
so I think I'm not the only one. I know this is very common. So what I would do is find somebody who seemed good, attractive, there's chemistry, there's something, and boom, let's be in a relationship. I know this is a common mistake that people make. So unfortunately, just like a sprint doesn't last very long, those relationships typically don't last long either.
Exactly.
I certainly wanted lasting love that would go, the long run. And I was a fan of education and training, still am. So I did all kinds of things. I completed my PhD in psychology. I took personal growth courses. I was in a conscious dating group program and learned a lot there. And I realized that the journey to love, to real love, it's more like a marathon. It takes time. You've got to prepare. You have to pace yourself. You have to be clear about where you're going, and you have to have a strong mindset. I know you're always talking about mindset. So that's huge. That's important. So I got certified as a master relationship coach, and I decided to help people to create lives they love with the love of their lives.
I love that. I
Yeah,
absolutely love
it's
that.
fun. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've been
Wow.
singles and couples, and now I'm actually a mentor and trainer for the Relationship Coaching Institute. And along the way, I've written a couple of books and done a lot of things. But of course, I was wanting that lasting love for me. So I got confidence, I got clarity, I started dating consciously. I met my husband now over 20 years ago, and we've had ups and downs through the challenges of life, but we're running together, we're staying together, we're a team together, and we're celebrating our 20th anniversary next month. So yay. So I want that for you to have that lasting love, or you know you've got somebody running by your side, maybe walking by your side in our
Right.
however you're going, but you're together on that journey. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's, it's, I love the fact of how you bring in the analogy of sprint to marathon and pacing that, because and you were so spot on people stepping into relationships and, oh my God, that guy looks so cute, or that girl is so beautiful, and just bam, they just get into it based on nothing real. And
Yeah.
it lasts so, and it just doesn't last very long, and then you find so many either breakups and even into divorces. So that's important that um we have that pacing knowledge, we have that patient and being patient with that. And so what is the mindset that you apply to your that you give to your clients, to make this a marathon mindset when it comes to finding love?
Yeah. Well, when people don't have that mindset, when they're sprinting into love, it's like they're diving headfirst without looking. Like they're just focusing in on, oh, there's that pull, there's that attraction. But it's not a strong foundation. It usually burns out.
Right.
And as you mentioned, that can end up in a lot of heartache, if you get involved and haven't explored how compatible you are. Yeah, so that's not good. I don't want that for you. So you need a lot more than that instant attraction with the sprint. So you want to have that marathon mindset when it comes to finding love. And that's taking your time.
Yeah.
Getting that mindful awareness. You want to know yourself first before you get involved with another person. So know who you are, what you value, what your vision is for the future. What do you need in a relationship? What's not negotiable for you? You've got to get clear on that stuff and be prepared. So I would imagine running 100 miles, you can't just get up and run 100 miles without any preparation, right? You gotta like do a few things. So the preparation for a relationship, often there's healing old wounds. I help people with that a lot, building self-confidence, getting clear about where you're going, and be dating with intention instead of just desperation. That's unfortunately I see that. And as you mentioned, pacing is important, like taking time. So if you meet somebody, don't just rush in. You want to get to know them and
Mhm.
observe them and different kinds of situations. And you want to be clear even before you go on the date that there's enough in common, but then test whether you're aligned. Like, do you have similar lifestyles and goals and values? And is there enough alignment? So don't be in a big rush to, get to the finish line. Gotta get that ring on the finger. Or what? Yeah, I know. I hear all the stories. I'm telling you. But what's more important is to take your time, get clear, find somebody who's aligned, and you can go the distance together.
This episode is sponsored by Karen Bonnett-Natraj, mental fitness coach, keynote speaker, and founder of the Mental Fitness Edge. If you've ever felt stuck in self-doubt, drained by stress, or held back by inner critics, Karen helps you shift from survival mode to mental strength. Her proven tools and transformational coaching give you that clarity, calm, and confidence to lead from the inside out. So, to learn more about the Mental Fitness Edge and rewire your brain for clarity and confidence and sustainable success, please check out her website at themindfulathletecoach.com. So, welcome back again, Dr. Wendy Lyon. And where I want to touch, you talked about an amazing thing on getting to know ourselves. And that was the transition in my life when I went from this really toxic relationship, because I was exactly where you was saying. I just went to the sprint and fell in love, right? And find out that it was a narcissist and toxic and all that. And so it was that decision of getting out, which was really scary because sometimes we don't know we can get out. And I made that move. And then it's like, why not? I learn about me. Why am I picking these wrong people? So, folks, listen to Dr. Wendy because we don't have to waste all that time. That was 5 years of my life, but then I spent another 10 years of my life trying to figure me out. So, but it's important that we know who we are. So, Dr. Wendy, please share your insight with on that and how important that is that we understand who we are because it's the me who comes into that relationship with the other person.
Yeah, beautifully said, Karen, and congratulations for your courage.
Oh,
And
of course, yeah.
well, you are one of the most courageous people I know. So good for you for not hanging in there in a toxic relationship and getting out and moving forward with creating an amazing life. So yeah, if you don't know who you are, then you're going to end up who knows where, right? If you don't take that time to be with yourself and see what makes me tick, what do I love to do? Well, we know you love to run. That's huge, right?
And that's a very true, I love what you said that. That's a very true statement because trust me, I would never have known I could do that. And when we get away from that self-sabotage and we step into really searching who I am, and another word you brought up is our values. And when I learned what my value was, it was like mind blowing. I'm like, but what I was doing was creating sabotage in the relationship because I didn't understand that value and what really I was mattered to me.
Yeah.
And you have healthier relationships. Look at you, you're celebrating your 20th year.
Yeah. And like, we're not clones of each other, but we love so much of the same thing. So it's so easy
Yeah.
together. And it's not just that it happened that way. It's that I knew what I wanted. He knew what he wanted. We were aligned. So yeah, you want to take the time to get clear on what really matters to you. What are the values that are most important to you? What's your vision when you think about that ideal life that you want to live with the love of your life? Well, what's happening? Where would you be? What would you be doing? Take time to clarify all that.
And you take that when you're in
Yeah,
your workshop and your stuff, you take that and you take people through that
take them
process.
on a journey. Yeah, well, I help them build confidence first. Like you need to know that you're lovable and worthy of love. That's
Right?
Yeah, so self-worth really sets the tone for how other people will treat you. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't deserve this, well, you might put up with a crappy relationship. So we don't want that. And of course, the people who've been there, they come to see me and they don't want to do that again. Yeah. So part of it is healing limiting beliefs. So we spend time with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
huge.
I know we do probably some similar things. Like if you believe that, well, all the good ones are taken, I better just settle for whoever shows up. Oh, there's a lot of people out there, by the way. They're not all taken. Or if you, oh, I'm too old, because I do work with most people that I work with are over 40 or 50. So yeah, if you're thinking that, then you're going to unconsciously sabotage yourself before you even begin. So I work extensively with people, one-on-one as well as in our group program. So that shifts. So instead of thinking I'm not good enough, you're going to think I'm amazing, because you are. Everybody watching or listening, you're amazing, you're fabulous. Don't forget it. And then it's about, getting to know yourself, also getting clarity on, what do I want? Again, what values matter most to me? What are the things that I want in a relationship that have to be there, like the deal breakers? What is it? So I help people get clear on that so they can be conscious and deliberate about who they're spending time with.
So are you working with just people who are getting back into the dating scene and want to get into relationships? Or are you working with and or couples who want to rekindle their relationship and that are maybe struggling with communication or
Yes, I work with individuals and couples. Yeah, yeah. And I've been doing it for 25 years.
I know you said that.
I got a few tools to
I
try.
think she has the credentials behind this, everybody.
I think I pretty well my different credentials. Yeah, I can't even list them all. I've done them. So there's, yeah, a bunch of stuff. I can help you.
So how do you help people find when they find a partner and how to maintain that strong and lasting relationship?
Yeah, so we could look at that pacing idea again. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a newish relationship, don't be in a rush to jump to that commitment or marriage. You want to take time to make sure that you're aligned, and as your relationship grows, take time to nurture the relationship, nurture that love between you. You want to make it a priority. So sometimes people get so busy and they're, focused on other things. So make time for each other. You want to have like rituals of connection. That's a good thing to do. Maybe like you would have training routines for athletes, right?
Right?
Or you have like, okay, we got rituals. We're gonna check in the morning. We're gonna go on a date every week. We're gonna have a daily habit of appreciating each other. Simple things make a difference. I worked with a couple not long ago, and they said, "Oh my God, we're so much happier now because now they have learned how to communicate compassionately, so they're not yelling at each other and listening. They both feel heard, and they have a new practice. They're connecting mindfully instead of being so busy and scrolling and kids, and there's all the things that take us away. So they're
Yep.
mindful, connecting, communicating better. So that's huge. And I mean, there's lots of things like keep learning, keep growing together. Just because it's not like, oh, happily ever after, and then we forget about it. No, you kind of have to stay in there and like do new things, maybe new challenges, keep growing. My husband and I took up pickleball not too long ago. We've gotten pretty good. We're the only couple that plays as a team. Like, it's weird. There's people who are and they have partners, but the partners don't show up. So anyway, we like to play together. It's fun.
Oh, that's very cool. That's you sparked a thought from in my mind of, we get into we when a relationship starts. So I'll say that this is like in the sage perspective that, everybody's happy, they're in love, and they feel good, and then you get married. And you're still in love, and it just sort of starts, things change, it dwindles down. And I know what I've noticed in my relationship with Natu, we've been together 16 years and married 10 years, but then things have changed. We did everything together, the running, the biking and whatnot, but then there's times where I was broken, and so we had to do separate things. And situations and circumstance create changes in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
And even so, you get comfortable. You get really comfortable in the house and the routines and all that as you age or as we get older. When we were in New Zealand a few years back, we were there for like 3 weeks, and every day we had to walk we stayed in a little tiny apartment. We had to walk to go eat, and we held hands. We conversed. I mean, it was just beautiful. And I said, when we come home, we fell right back into what we used to do. So you have to shake it up. So I shake it up. I mean, like you said, go on dates, take a time and go on dates. The other thing too is that every night we share what we're grateful for.
Beautiful.
And bringing that energy of gratitude can be really enhancing in a relationship.
Huge. That's a big one. Yes, I highly recommend that. And it's simple. It's not hard.
But
Yeah.
it's if you think about it, you guys, make it. And so I shake his brain up because he's such an engineer that his imagination isn't always the best. And so he'll say the biggest things. I'm like, you know what? I'm grateful for this pillow I have under my head. I'm grateful for this pen that I can write in purple. That's how simple gratitude can be.
And you can also turn to each other. I'm grateful for this about you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a
I love that because you can do that a couple times during the day. The other thing I I I I bring into this, I'm the one that implements this stuff, but Say thank you.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just got through watching your mate wash all your pans. Say thank you. Or wash all your clothes. Say thank you. Show appreciation.
yes,
We need more of this. We need more of this.
it's simple, people. You can do it.
It's very simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Basic gratitude, appreciation for each other. It's huge. Keeps the relationship going. Yeah.
So, for listeners who want to move from that sprinting to running strong in love, what's their next step?
I have a few options for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely. So I do have a free masterclass coming up. It's called Fall in Love, How to Find Lasting Love. And if you happen to be watching this later in the spring, I have my Spring into Love master. I do it twice a year. But this is such a great opportunity, completely free. It's 2 hours, very comprehensive, and you'll learn a mindful approach to dating. You'll learn how to avoid sprinting into those wrong relationships, right? You don't want to do that again. You'll uncover some limiting beliefs. You'll learn exact steps to build confidence and clarity and have a conscious dating plan. You'll learn what the steps are, and you'll learn the 3 secrets to finding lasting love. So it's fun, it's interactive, inspiring, practical. Oh, and I have a goodie for everybody who comes to this event, my masterclass. You're going to receive a complimentary relationship readiness assessment, and I will follow up with you. Well, you have to follow up with me, and we can have a consultation about it. So
Oh,
that's,
nice.
yeah, that's a huge bonus. That's a $300 value. You get the assessment, and then you get a session with me to work on it. So you could change your whole life around right there. And wait, there's more. So for those of you who just want to read something, I have my roadmap to relationship success, and that's from my book with Deepak Chopra called Roadmap to Success. So I lay out a clear path to relationship successes for singles and couples, and it describes the impeding beliefs that can stop us from love and step-by-step roadmap to self-love and the loving relationships that you want. So I got that. And one more thing,
Awesome.
I'm going to offer the first 10 folks who contact me from you. I'm giving you a complimentary consultation where we can sit down like this and you can get clearer about where you're going. What's your vision for the life and relationship you want, and what's in the way? What are the challenges? What's stopping you from that love that you want? And then let's look at what steps can you take? What's the first step you can take moving forward towards that, having that life that you love and the love that you want.
Exactly. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint, you guys.
Yeah.
Or a 50K or a 50 miler. Slow down, take it
I don't know
easy.
how to do it. Yeah, amazing.
Oh, Dr. Wendy, thank you so much. And I will post, look in the show notes, you guys. I'm going to post all of her links for you guys to sign up for her masterclass and everything else. And Dr. Wendy, I am super, super excited to have you back. I do have on my website my podcast. So Dr. Wendy was on my podcast last spring, Spring into Love. And she's here again. So thank you so much for returning to Running Strong, My Body Connection podcast. It's so great to have you here and to share everything, the love of your heart.
Thank you. It's really a treat to be here with you. Yes, and for you guys listening, whether you've been sprinting into love or maybe just sitting on the sidelines and thinking about it, it's never too late.
Never too late.
Never too late to train for that love that you want. I
Exactly.
can be your trainer here. I'd love to help you get there. I really look forward to connecting with you. And I just want to thank you, Karen, and your beautiful audience for this opportunity. So
Awesome. Thank you so much.
my pleasure.